Well, hello there. I don't know why I just did that. I don't know. All day today, I've had Mrs. Doubtfire stuck in my head. You know the scene in the movie where she opens up the refrigerator door and she sticks her head in a pie and she comes out and she's like, "Well, hello there." I don't know. That's been stuck in my head. Sorry. Bad. I should stop right now. Okay, so what am I here for today? Well, you read the title of the video, so you already know. Today I'm going to be doing an e-liquid review on a juice line called It's a Southern Thing. So thank you very much to It's a Southern Thing, or I think the shop that they're out of is Lake Anna Vapes, if I'm not mistaken. Anyway, the guy, the owner, the operator, Lance, contacted me and asked me if I would like to review It's a Southern Thing e-liquid line, and I don't usually review e-liquid a whole lot on this channel, so I'm really rusty. I'm not a very traditional e-liquid reviewer, but thank you very much, Lance, for giving me an opportunity to try out these e-liquids. I have all 6 of their flavors of their e-liquid lines sitting here in front of me. So buckle up. It's going to be a long e-liquid review, though I will try to keep it very short on each flavor. And you guys know how I like to do it here on my channel. None of these have been opened and tasted. So these are all going to be my first impressions on what I think about this e-liquid, whether I love it, hate it, blah, 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 so on and so forth. You guys know how I do it. So let's get started. First one I'm going to be doing is It's a Southern Thing Whiskey Sour. Now, just to give you a little bit of information, these come in 0, 3, and 6 milligram. Obviously, because of YouTube being a jerk, I can't give you any links. But if you Google It's a Southern Thing e-liquid, you will find it, I promise. So yeah. Let's see, 70/30 VG/PG. Again, this is going to be in 3 milligram. All of these are in 3 milligram nicotine because that is what I vape, and I like to make sure that the nicotine they're using is good. If it comes off harsh, I can tell you, blah, they're not using good nicotine, but I don't know that yet. So yeah, whiskey sour. What is whiskey sour described as? So, whiskey sour, that aged barrel taste of that sippin' whiskey you love with a splash of sour mix will have you wanting to ride your horse bareback. Giddy up. Alrighty then. So I'm not a big fan of drink vapes. I will say that right off the bat. By the way, I actually have 6 devices lined up here. They are all, ooh, can I, I might have to cut this part out. There we go. All right. Fresh wick. Everything is ohming out at about the same. Everything's wattage is going to be set about the same. I'm a kind of low wattage vapor. As far as rebuildables go, I vape between 50 and 65 watts. So that's what I'll be vaping these e-liquids on. Let's go ahead and open up the bottle. These are going to be your big 100, 120 mil, whatever, chubby Gorilla bottles. I'm just going to go ahead and put some e-liquid there and then turn on the device so we can fire it. Yeah, so these are like 0.1, 0.12, 0.13 coils. They're all pretty low ohm coil builds. I probably should have done this part off camera, like went ahead and opened up the bottles and juiced them up. But hey, I don't think ahead sometimes. So we got that all juiced up with a nice mess. Let me get, okay, I'm going to over drip a lot, so I'm going to grab some paper towels. Right away, I can already smell the whiskey. So as I was saying before, I'm not usually a big fan of drink vapes in general. And I'm really not a big fan of alcohol vapes. I don't like the taste of alcohol, but I do understand there are people out there that actually enjoy the taste of whiskey. In my younger days, when I would drink whiskey, it was to get drunk, not because of the taste. So that's my bias. That's basically what I'm doing. I'm disclosing my bias. So I got it at 60 watts. Let's go ahead and give it a vape. For a while. Yeah, so it tastes like a really sweet whiskey sour. When it was cooler, first thing I picked up was the whiskey note. Like the moment I took the first vape, because my coils are cold, I picked up the whiskey and was like, I'm not gonna like this because I taste the whiskey. But as it warmed up and the heat got, it got hotter, the whiskey kind of became a very back note, and then the sweetness of the whiskey sour came out and really kind of lends that fruitiness. Very sweet, though, I will say. Obviously, when you're drinking the drink, it's not as sweet. This one is pretty sweet. See, first vape, there it is. There's that whiskey again. I don't like that. Because it tastes like alcohol. I mean, not like rubbing alcohol. It tastes like a whiskey. But once you get past that initial whiskey, you start to get the rest of the drink there. There's no cooling agent, nothing to make it seem like there's ice in it. So you're getting a really nice warm, whiskey sour. Would not be my all-day vape, would not be an everyday vape, would not be a vape again really for me. But again, that's my bias. I don't like whiskey. I don't like alcoholic drinks type vapes. But I do think it's a good whiskey sour. It tastes like the drink. Well done. I will say the whiskey, even though for me, because I don't like whiskey flavors, it's not overdone. Like, it doesn't take over the mix. You definitely get the rest of the whiskey sour drink in there. You're not tasting straight whiskey. Definitely doesn't feel like I'm going to get drunk off 2 swigs, which is good, because I hate it when the bartender makes my drinks like that. No, anyway, yeah, whiskey sour tastes like a whiskey sour, but not for me. Now, what are we going to do next? I got to sit this side because I'm going to have to empty that. Next one we're going to do is Amaretto Sour, another drink. Now, funny story, Amaretto Sour was something I drank a lot of in my younger years, and I really did like Amaretto Sours a lot. But I don't think I'll like vaping them, and I don't really drink anymore. So let's go ahead and do this one. Doop, doop, doop. Making a mess. Gotta turn on all of these. I had them turned off because I just had dry cotton in them, and I was so scared that if I didn't have the mods turned off, I was gonna accidentally fire them with dry cotton, because I do that sometimes. Again, this one's a 0.1, 50 watts, and I'm just over dripping like crazy, like I normally do. Let's give it a try. I like to be saturated. I'm not getting any alcohol type notes or anything like that. The Amaretto Sour is really good. I won't say it tastes just like an Amaretto Sour, because I guess I just had a lot of bartenders that made my drinks really strong. Because I don't get any alcohol notes or anything like that in this. It's really present. I'm sorry, I'm talking with vapor in my mouth. How rude. Yeah, this is going to be a train wreck. Anyway, so Amaretto Sour, it's not as pungent as the drink. I don't get an alcohol note. It is a really nice light note. It's not as sweet as the whiskey sour. Just a really light, subtle, kind of fruity drink. I mean, it definitely tastes like a drink. Harshness wise, neither the one before. If it's harsh, I'll tell you it's harsh. If I don't mention harshness, it's not harsh. Good vapor production. Tastes good. I like it. I don't think it'd be all day vape for me, because my all day vape's bakeries. Like, that's why I vape all the time. As far as though wanting something light and refreshing, this is a good one. I think the Amaretto Sour is a good one. Translates really well to a vape. I like that one. Alright, so next one, we're going to do peach cobbler. Now we're getting into what I like. We're getting into bakeries, fruits with bakeries. Those are things I like. I like fruits. I like fruits in general as far as vaping them. But as far as all-day vapes, I like to have a bakery note in them. So I'm really excited about these that have bakery notes. Like peach cobbler. And I never did read off the Amaretto Sour to you. So pucker up for this one, sure to knock your socks off, dazzle your taste buds, sweet ripened cherries, and a splash of sour mix in an Amaretto liquor. Sweet and sour perfection in this southern cocktail. No sour notes in anything. Like, there's no tartness coming off. So in vaping, sour translates to me as tartness or anything like that. Not getting any real, like, sour notes. I get the cherry and all of that in the Amaretto Sour. Yeah, the Amaretto and the cherry is really well balanced. And the cherry is not cough menacing. It's a very subtle cherry, which I like. They did it really well. But now we're going on to peach cobbler. So give your mouth the satisfaction of those lusciously baked peaches smothered in sweetness with a little brown sugar. You will be a gobbler for this cobbler. All right, let's see about that. So we're going to do peach cobbler. And on this one, because this is the drop RDA, well, no, I'll take off the top cap. There we go. Normally, I don't take off the top cap with my drop because I can just drip right down the middle and I'm good. But we're going to take off the top cap just to make sure my aim is good today. And then we're going to throw that back on there, power on the mod. We're only at 46 watts, and this is a 0.2. I'll go up to 50. Alright, this looks saturated. Really sweet peach. I'm not picking out bakery notes. Now, mind you, I vape bakery notes, bakery e-liquids. Well, I can't talk today. I vape bakery e-liquids every single day, every hour of the day. So, no big surprise that my palate is probably muted to some bakery notes, and it's harder probably for me to pick out the bakery notes when there's a fruit involved, because the first thing my palate says is, hey, look, it's fruit, because it's different from bakery and custard. So at 50 watts, I'm just getting a really nice sweet baked peach. Very sweet. It does have nice, like, I get a baked note to it, so that's probably the brown sugar. Brown sugar is probably adding in there to make that peach taste more like a baked peach and not a fresh peach. I'm going to go up to 56 watts. Still not sure I'm really picking up a bakery. I mean, it's there because it's changing the way the peach tastes. But I'm a southern girl, and I've ate a lot of peach cobbler. And to me, peach cobbler has a very doughy crust finish on it. Like, when you eat peach cobbler, at least when I do, I like all of the, like, cobbler part of the peach cobbler. I, like, load that stuff. I make sure I get lots of, like, the crust and the brown sugar. And some use cinnamon, some don't. I don't taste any cinnamon notes in this. This definitely doesn't have any cinnamon in it. If it does, they're hiding it really well. I definitely taste the brown sugar and the peaches. The bakery note is a little light for me. I would have liked to see more of like a doughy finish in there. Yeah, I'm not really able to pick up the cobbler part too much. Like I said, that could be my palate because I bake. Gosh, why do I keep saying I bake? I bake a lot of bakery too. Anyway, I vape a lot of bakeries, so that may be why I'm not picking up that bakery note as strongly. It's good. It's a good peachy vape. It does have like a nice warmth to it, which, you know, the vape is warm, obviously, but the brown sugar and stuff. And I definitely think that bakery is lending to that warmth, that moist mouthfeel, and things like that. So it's a good bakery, or a good peach cobbler. Why did I say bakery? I'm getting away from myself. It's a good peach cobbler, though I wish the cobbler part of the peach cobbler was stronger. I wish there was more of a doughy bakery finish on the end of that to really pull this together as a peach cobbler. But overall, well-rounded, good peach vape. I think everybody would like it. Seems really nice. If you like peaches. Now let's go on to the next one because, yeah, we're already at 16 minutes and I still have 3 flavors to go. Next up is cherry cobbler. I'm going to assume this one's probably going to be very similar because they're probably using the same cobbler base and then just changing out the fruit to cherry. The question on this one will be is it a good cherry? Because cherries can be finicky. They can come off medicine-y. We'll see if this is like a real tart cherry. That would be interesting because if you've ever had cherry cobbler is made with tart cherries. So you should have a nice tart taste to your cherry cobbler. Let's see. At least when I make them. Who knows? What the hell do I know? Maybe I'm wrong. But that's what I think when I think of cherry cobbler is tart cherries. Turn on my device. Alright, this one's a 0.15, 58 watts. We'll go ahead and go with that. This RDA has a lot of airflow, so I'm going to adjust it down to what I know I like my airflow to be on it. Now I know I'm not trying this at all different wattages. I'm kind of just going where I can kind of get a good taste. And wattage absolutely does affect the flavor. How intense it is. Some notes come forward at high wattages, some come forward at low wattages. I'm vaping like I vape every day. And I honestly think that's the best way to taste e-liquid is how you vape. Because if I've got to vape an e-liquid out of a range that I don't normally vape and don't like to vape to enjoy that e-liquid, then it's not an e-liquid for me. I don't know. Maybe that's snobby of me. I don't like the cherry cobbler, you guys. I'm getting a really weird aftertaste. I need to take a drink of something. Try to cleanse my palate a little bit. I think they definitely went for the tart cherry. There's something in there that's just an off flavor to me. And taste is subjective. This is my palate. This is how it's coming off to my palate. Could come off completely different to yours. I don't think this is overly sweet. The peach one was much sweeter than the cherry one, which is why I think that tartness is probably lending to that. But I keep getting a weird off taste. Not medicine. Like I can't describe it because it's just an off flavor. It's not medicine-y. Like I said, I can definitely tell they went for the legit tart cherry, like is used in a cherry cobbler or a cherry tart or a cherry pie. I think this one would benefit from actually having more sweetness to it, like more syrupiness to it. Just because I'm getting a really off flavor at the end. Could be a little chemically type flavor there. I don't know how to... Definitely not a maraschino cherry or anything like that. Yeah, not for me. I don't like the cherry cobbler. I can kind of get like notes of where they're using the tart cherry and it comes through and it's like it's just peeking through and saying, hey, I'm here. And it's like, yeah, that's really good. And then I lose it. And I'm not getting enough bakery. Again, I'm a bakery lover. If you're going to give me a cobbler, you got to give me a good, nice, thick, doughy cobbler crust in that cobbler. And it fell short on that. Sorry, Lance. Told ya. I'm picky vapor and... You know, hopefully you take all of this with a stride because I think you got some real winners here. And again, taste is subjective. That one is just not for me at all. So let's go to Nana Purdon. This is going to be one I'm excited about. I like banana vapes. I like pudding vapes. Like that's literally what I vape. If not all day vape, it's a very frequent vape. I rotate. Like I'm one of those people. I vape one e-liquid until it's gone and move on to the next. So, banana pudding will definitely be like an all-day vape for me until the bottle's gone, and then I move to something else. So let's go ahead, quit talking, and drip this stuff. And yes, I'm using a different RDA for every single one of these. Yeah, every one of these is a different RDA, but they are all my favorite go-to RDAs. So I guess I could name off what RDAs I'm using for you guys. So I'm using the Alexander RDA. I like the flavor on that one. The Passage RDA, again, another good flavor RDA. The Drop RDA, another really good flavor RDA. The Recurve Dual RDA, another RDA that great on flavor. And the Rebirth RDA. All really good flavor producing RDAs in my humble opinion. They are my top 6 RDAs, I guess you would say. That's why I'm always using at least one of these when I'm tasting e-liquid because I know how they vape. I like the airflow on all of them. I guess I should say that as well, like let you guys know. With the way that I like to vape, the type of airflow I like, all of these RDAs fit that criteria. Some with a little more adjustment than others. And this one, there we go. We gotta get wide open here. All right. So this is a 0.2, 56 watts. Let's give it a try. Right, up to 6 watts. It's weird because even on the nose, I don't smell banana. Nope. I don't taste a lot of banana in this. Let me read the... I'm terrible. I'm a terrible e-liquid reviewer. Banana pudding. Where's it at? Be quick on the draw and upholster these Nana 6 shooters. A perfect pudding blend of Nilla wafers, bananas, and cream. Straight out of Nanny's oven. I'm not getting an artificial banana. I'm not getting a banana. I'm going to tighten down my airflow a little bit. Or a lot. Oops. There we go. I vape a lot of banana e-liquids. I DIY a lot of banana e-liquids. This doesn't taste like any banana that I've ever had, honestly. Because I can't taste the banana. I don't taste the ripe banana. I don't taste a candy banana. The banana, it's just not there for me. I taste the wafer, the Nilla wafers. The Nilla wafers taste really good in there. But that's all I get. I get like a Nilla wafer and cream. And it's not sweet. It's not overly sweet, right? Like the first one. The whiskey sour left a really heavy sweet residue on my palate after, exhaling and stuff. So it doesn't taste overly sweet. I get the Nilla wafer, but I get a little bit of an off flavor with the Nilla wafer. I almost would rather have tasted like a graham cracker in there. Now I'm like deconstructing. I'm sorry. I don't want to insult the e-liquid maker. But the Nilla wafer just isn't tasty enough for me to overlook the fact that I don't taste a banana in this e-liquid. And like I said, could totally be my palate. Somebody else could vape this and be like, you're crazy, Kim. And they would be 100% right for their palate. It's not a winner for me. Did I grab the right bottle? Yeah. Yeah, I just get wafer and cream. And it's not like this wow, amazing wafer and cream. I don't know why I'm not getting banana. Like, maybe that off flavor I'm tasting is the banana. Could be a possibility. I don't think my palate's muted to banana because I do have a banana vape, the Gorilla Custard Banana, which, as you guys know, is more of like a candy banana, but it's a banana note. And I taste the banana fine when I take a vape off that. But I don't get banana in nana pudding or nanner pudding. I'm sorry. So yeah, I get the pudding. I get the wafer. You know, the Nilla wafer. I'm just not picking up the banana. That one would not be an all-day vape for me. It's not terrible. It's not something that I'd be like, it just doesn't hit the mark for the description. And that's really what I'm looking at, is like, does it hit the mark for the description? Again, no throat hit or anything like that. No harshness. It just is a lackluster Nilla wafer and pudding to me. All right, last one. Woohoo! 28 minutes. Wow. Sorry guys, I hope you stuck through the whole video. I know e-liquid reviews aren't very entertaining. I'm just kind of rambling along here. Hopefully what I'm saying makes sense. Super appreciative of Lance. Thank you again for sending over this e-liquid. Let's go ahead and try sweet peach tea, which is interesting. I don't like drink flavors, but I do like peach. So it'd be interesting if this impresses me. Don't have to read these tea leaves. Simply taste the perfect balance of ripened and Georgia peaches. We'll see about that. And that sweet Southern tea. Now, if you live in the South, you know we like our tea sweet. So I'm expecting that this one will be sweet. And peach, of course, because there is going to be a peach in there as well. I just expect this thing to be really sweet. But we'll see if the peach and the tea both come out, or if I get one more than the other. Because, yeah, I drink a lot of sweet tea. Not a lot of peach sweet tea. I mean, I've had peach sweet tea. I like peach sweet tea. But pretty much the staple of the house is just to have a big pitcher of sweet tea. Alright, so this is going to be a 0.1 at 56 watts. Sweet. Yeah, sweet. I got spit back. Oh, I hate that. Do you hate that when hot e-liquid pops up and burns you? Alright, so peach note is there. It's a very nice, fresh peach note. The tea definitely takes the forward note on it. It's a good tea. It's really, really sweet, which I guess it would have to be a southern sweet peach tea. That's what you would expect. So if that's something you like, if you like really sweet e-liquids and peach and tea are in your wheelhouse, I think you would definitely like this one. For me, wouldn't be an all-day vape. Like I said, I'm not big on drink vapes anyway, and it's definitely really sweet. I think he did balance the peach note with the tea pretty well. Let's see, what else can I say about it? I like that it lingers a tea note on your palate after you vape it. Like you get like you had some tea. The peach doesn't overtake the tea, which is good. I was kind of half expecting that the peach would kind of overtake the tea and it would just be a really nice, delicious peach vape. But it's a peach tea. It's a really sweet peach tea, so if you're into that kind of things, I think this one is a good one. So let's summarize everything. So yeah, the whiskey sour tastes like a whiskey sour. The Amaretto Sour tastes like a kind of a dulled down Amaretto Sour, but it's good. It's very palatable. The peach cobbler, I love the peach note in it. I think he did a really good job of bringing the bakery side of the peach out, meaning that it tastes like a baked peach, not a candy peach, and not a fresh peach. It tastes like a baked peach, but was a little lackluster on the cobbler side, but I will probably still be vaping on the peach cobbler and the Amaretto Sour because there's no alcohol note in the Amaretto Sour, so I really actually like that one. peach cobbler, good. Cherry cobbler, I'm getting a weird off note, and for that reason, I won't continue to vape that. Again, the cobbler note wasn't up there for me as far as the actual bakery, and I don't know what exactly is causing the off note for me with the cherry cobbler, but that one wasn't a winner for me. The nanner pudding, I can't get any banana out of it. I'm sorry. That could just be my palate, but it just did not come through as a banana pudding. It does come through as a pudding, just not a banana pudding. And then lastly, the sweet peach tea, another really good drink vape. Seems like the drink vapes definitely hit the mark much better than the bakery vapes, which no surprise to me as far as, because I am a bakery snob and I have very specific things that I look for in bakeries that may not be the same that you look for in bakeries. So I don't want this review to discourage you from trying these. If you can actually test them out, you know, test them out. If you like drink vapes, I definitely think the Amaretto Sour, Whiskey Sour, and Sweet Peach Tea are going to be winners for you. If you're a bakery vapor like me, you're probably going to be slightly disappointed with the Peach Cobbler, Cherry Cobbler, and Banana Pudding. So that's my thoughts on the It's a Southern Thing. Thank you guys very much for watching. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. I almost forgot what I was going to say. I've been doing this for how long now? Don't forget to click that subscribe button. And lastly, thank you guys so much. I'm almost at 8,000 subscribers. So if you haven't subscribed yet, please click that subscribe button. Show your support, share this video, etc. Until next time, you guys, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.